The first sitting mayor, LaToya Cantrell, faces 18 felony counts. Former Mayor Ray Nagin was charged after he left office and was convicted of numerous bribery-related crimes. And they're far from the only New Orleans officials charged and convicted. John Johnson and Oliver Thomas both pleaded guilty to bribery and theft-related charges while on the city council. Renee Gill-Pratt was convicted after she left the council and served jail time. 3 state lawmakers from New Orleans resigned and pleaded guilty: Wesley Bishop, Karen Carter Peterson, and Derek Shepard. Bishop for making false statements, Carter Peterson for raiding her campaign war chest to gamble, and Shepard for money laundering. School board members Elenise Brooks Sims and Ira Thomas also pleaded guilty to breaking the public's trust and were sentenced to jail. But the feds' reach extends far outside the city, and numerous other elected leaders have also found themselves on the wrong side of the law. In St. Tammany, former coroner Peter Galvin pleaded guilty to playing a role in a conspiracy to steal funds from his office and went to jail. Former Mandeville Mayor Eddie Price pleaded guilty to mail fraud and tax evasion. Councilman Joe Impastato pleaded guilty to illegal solicitation involving a contract. Former DA Walter Reed was convicted at trial of mail and wire fraud. And former Sheriff Jack Strain pleaded guilty in federal court to accepting bribes, but was also convicted in state court for rape and is serving a life sentence. In one of the most high-profile cases, former Congressman Bill Jefferson was convicted of bribery in 2009, caught on video taking cash bribes, and then placing almost $100,000 in cash in his freezer. He served time in jail. And in a separate case, his sister, New Orleans assessor Betty Jefferson, was also convicted in a scheme here locally to defraud the public and serve time on house arrest. In other parishes, former Plaquemines Parish Sheriff Jiff Hingle pleaded guilty to kickback-related crimes and served time in jail. Former St. John Parish President Bill Hubbard served time for bribery-related crimes, as did former St. Charles Parish DA Harry Morrell, who pleaded guilty to obstruction of justice charges. In St. Bernard Parish, former Judge Wayne Cressup served jail time on kickback-related crimes. And in Jefferson, the political corruption goes back 25 years. 2 judges pleaded guilty or were convicted in a bond rigging scheme known as Operation Wrinkled Robe: Alan Green and Ronald Bodenheimer. Gretna Councilman Jonathan Bolar served jail time on corruption crimes, and former JP Parish President and Kenner Mayor Aaron Broussard had a fall from grace when he admitted to bribery-related crimes after Hurricane Katrina and went to jail. Well-known JP Councilman Chris Roberts was charged in a kickback scheme but never convicted and never went to trial, as he died by suicide before facing a jury. Current Orleans Parish DA Jason Williams was charged in 2020 with tax crimes but was acquitted at trial in 2022.